I don't hate Snow White, but god damn it, does she piss me off sometimes. She isn't a bad character or nothing. In fact, her complexity makes her great, but that doesn't mean that she isn't frustrating. Her unrealistic expectations, her rigid ass morality, and her unfair treatment towards Bigby makes her one of the most difficult characters to deal with throughout the whole game of The Wolf Among Us. Speaking of Bigby, she also holds him to an impossible high standard. Yes, he has a dark past, but time and time again, he proves he's working to be better. Still, no matter how you play the game, she constantly questions his choices, often making him feel like the villain even when he's trying to help. At the end of the day, bro is just doing his job. But it's frustrating because Bigby is literally risking his life to solve these murders, yet Snow often acts like he's the problem. This isn't to say that she's wrong for wanting him to be more controlled, you know, cause some folks do be trying Bigby, I ain't gonna lie. But considering how dangerous Fabletown is, her refusal to acknowledge his efforts feels unfair for real. Like, bitch, you literally try to burn that unwoman tree down. You can't talk about nobody. Snow is literally obsessed with the idea of reforming Fabletown's government, which isn't a bad goal. It's not a bad goal at all. But the problem is, like, she refuses to see the reality of how broken the system already is with Crane in charge previously. Like, she literally dismisses the practical solutions in favor of idealistic ones that don't even fit the brutal world they live in. Like Toad and TJ, for example, they literally had to go to the farm despite your choices. You can even offer that man money or even give him Ichabod Crane's money, but yet they still had to go to the farm anyway. So it didn't even matter whether or not you try to help Toad or not. Him and TJ was gonna leave and get to the farm anyway. To be honest, I feel sad for him because Snow White literally enhanced and enforced that rule with her power a little bit. Like, damn, like, they could've stayed. And I felt sad for little TJ cause I actually like that nigga. But anyway, even when it's obvious that drastic action is needed, like for example, handling a crooked man, she's overly concerned with doing things delightfully. This rigid mindset causes problems and in some cases actually gets in the way of finding justice. With no hesitation, I went ahead and snatched the crooked man's head off because bro literally was trying to pull Bigby down with him into the well and I stopped it. Yes, the old lady, she was tripping too, but I didn't care because he needed to die. Forget putting a curse on that man. I don't want that man to trust no bird. He deserved to get gone out the way he did. One of the biggest points of frustration is how she often criticizes Bigby for using force or intimidation, but then she makes the same ruthless choices when it suits her. Like for example, when she tried to burn that woman tree down. By the end of the game, she's fully in charge and suddenly she has no problem making hard decisions. For example, she's quick to shut down the idea of second chances, even though she spent most of the game acting like Bigby needed to do better. The inconsistency in how she applies her own morals makes it feel like she only enforces them when it's convenient to her. No matter how kind or understanding you try to be with Snow, she remains distant. Even when Bigby shows that he genuinely cares about her, she keeps him at arm's length. Like, damn, like, you ain't trying to let a nigga. But anyway, now this could be understandable. She's been through trauma and trust doesn't come easy due to that. But considering how much time that you two spend together, it's frustrating that she never fully truly acknowledges Bigby's efforts, leaving their relationship feeling cold and one-sided. Well, hell, due to the Wolf Among Us 2 not even coming out, we will never know. We will never even know what will even happen between these two, considering the fact that there's never been a sequel in over a goddamn decade.